Hello, Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones, and I am a crystal whisperer, which means I talk to stones and they talk to me. And the star crystals have been singing so harmoniously and so beautifully and so powerfully this year since the start of 2026. Many star crystals have shown up to offer their gifts, to offer their energy, their frequency of harmony and expansiveness and brilliance. And this one that you're looking at right now is a star metamorphosis quartz pendant. And metamorphosis quartz, if you're not familiar with it, is an amazing, amazing stone being. It's one of the stone beings I was most drawn to when I first connected with the crystals and I first knew of their existence. I was mesmerized by them. They are a type of quartz crystal that, when exposed to radiation, transform color and quality into what we know as oro verde crystal, which is a yellowy green kind of crystal. It's a golden green, I would describe it best. And a lot of the ones that you find out there are man-made, like man-manipulated. That doesn't sound good. They're heated by through a lab. There are some that are natural, that transform into oro verde naturally. I did have some. I don't know if I still do, but if you're interested, definitely be in touch about those. But for today, I want to talk about the clear, you can't really call them clear because they have this kind of milkiness to them, like girasol quartz. Very similar. I sometimes find it hard to tell them apart. But these ones in particular today that I'm talking about are the star metamorphosis quartz crystals. And only a very small percentage of metamorphosis quartz will have the ability to star. And even then, they have to be cut and polished in a certain way in order to reveal the stars. And the beautiful person that did these has a very strong connection to the crystal beings, which I find really important when working with crystals, when connecting with crystals, that they come from a place where they are respected and honored. And what I want to say about these stones, and today, at first when I turned on this video, I thought, oh, well, you guys are not going to get to see the star because it's overcast. And you're not even really going to see the billowy light that goes through these crystals. You do see the opalescent effect of the crystal. You can see it's kind of got a bluish tinge and a milkiness to it. I would call it more of a mistiness. I know people call it milky, but I would call it misty. It's got this misty kind of effect. And so when I first saw the day and that you wouldn't be able to see the stars, I thought, oh, well, that's a little disappointing. And then I realized, no, for what I want to talk to you about today, this is perfect, because you really can't see the star in this crystal as it is. But when you hold it up to a light source, stars appear. And you'll see pictures of it on my website at www.songofstones.com, and you can just search Star Metamorphosis Crystal, and you'll see I have lots of pictures there that show the crystal backlit and with the stars formed. And it's incredible to see the stars. But what's more incredible is that these crystals allow us to, well, they show us that not all that we can see can, how do I put this? Because I'm fumbling a little bit with my words because I'm kind of excited about this. And also, I find it so magical that it's almost hard for me to talk about it. But basically what they do is they let us see, they let us understand that not all that is there in this world is visible to our eyes. And if we change perspective, if we shift, if we turn, if we put it in the light, if we hold it just a certain way, then all of a sudden, things begin to come into our awareness, into our sight that were not there a moment ago. And that is probably one of the most powerful, mystical secrets and messages that this world has for us. That there is so much more to this world, Horatio, than is dreamt of in your reality for you Shakespeare fans. There is a lot of magic in the world, and we don't get to see even a tiny fraction of it. But these crystals let us imagine the possibility, because they show us that 1 minute it's not there and the next minute it is. And all we did was shift perspective. Kind of like the rainbows, very similar. They're not there normally. We don't, what I want to say is they're always there. We don't always see them. So there's so much more that I'm not saying, but basically, when I first got one of these crystals, I was blown away because the stars, and when you hold it a certain way, the stars almost project outwardly in almost like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a hologram. So it's almost as if this crystal projects the light outwards. And I advise you to sit down when you're playing with the crystal this way, because if you're sensitive like me, you could get a little dizzy. And honestly, even just talking about it and even being in the presence of this crystal, I can feel myself coming out of balance. So what this allows us to do, what that holographic effect allows us, there's so much to this, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll at least tell you one thing. It basically allows us to have different perspectives in this world, different perception, and it allows us to hold our perception of reality. So hold on to what we see on the 3D and expand our awareness into our inner world, into the places around our body. So kind of like a 360 degree view, if you include below and above in that. And it also allows us to tap into other dimensions, other worlds. I always see fairies and angels in the metamorphosis quartz crystals, and I'm sure that's because of their ability to shift between perspectives and realms and perceptions and all that wonderful mystical stuff. So if you're looking, so there's many reasons you might connect with a star metamorphosis quartz. You might just want to be connecting to the stars themselves, because these guys will take you there. Or you might want to connect with your own inner light, the light that projects your being into reality. And then expand, or you might want to just expand your awareness, expand into, expand beyond what you believe is true. That's a big one, because we limit ourselves so much in our lives because we don't see beyond the boundaries of our own misconceptions and false beliefs. If you're playing with the crystal just for that, you're like, it's enough. It's truly, any one of these things, it's enough. But then you can go, if you're like me and you want to go as far as you can take it, you want to go into the depths of the secrets of the world, this crystal is a good one. So I'm showing it to you here as a pendant. There's only a few of these left, and I don't know if I'll be able to get more. I'm not sure if the person I got it from is still making them. I really don't know. So I just want to let you know that if you're interested in one of these, there's only a few, and I don't know if I'll be able to get more. But if you are not able to bring home a star metamorphosis crystal, connect with a metamorphosis crystal, because they can take you. They can take you on quite an amazing journey themselves, and you can ask them to take you into the stars, to take you further. That's what I would recommend. Talk to the crystals, and if you can't if you don't have access to any of the metamorphosis crystals, go to a picture on my website and connect with the picture, because you can have amazing journeys just like that. Sometimes it's easier, for sure, to have the crystal in front of you, because it brings you into that energy so much more quickly. But it doesn't mean that you can't go there on your own, because you can. And play with some other crystals that you have. There's lots of crystals that can help you connect to other crystals. And that's one of their big purposes in this world. So you have so many options and so many possibilities, and I want to leave you with that. Open up to the possibilities this crystal shows us, that so much is possible that we are not aware of. And there'll be more about this. There's so much more that I want to tell you on the this week's Light Log post. And if you're part of our crystal community, if you receive the Sunday Sparkle newsletters, there'll be something special in there about this crystal for you that is exclusive to the community, just to honor those who show up every week and who are just who are part of our community. I just like to give you guys a little extra, just a little something special. And what else do I want to tell you? Our crystal lives will return in the fall. And, you know, you can always, if you want to connect with a crystal, go onto our YouTube channel and look at the videos there. There's lots there for you to connect with. All right, have a really magical day filled with lots of light, and trust that the light is there with you even when you don't see it. Many blessings, my friends.